Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, awesome. So guys, welcome to today's webinar where we're going to be talking about how to create your own wildly profitable six-figure business online. Now, we're using multiple cameras today, so let me know if the audio and visual is working all right. If you guys can hear me, just put it in the comments. Say yes in the comments if everything's working all right. And yeah, just put yes. Jolynn? People saying yes? Awesome. Good? Cool. So, so come over here. So I'm working with my, my assistant. Jolynn is actually going to be giving me all the questions today. Now, so my goal for you today is by the end of this webinar to have everything you need to go start a marketing business and start earning hands-off commissions starting immediately. And this is doing it with, even if you've never, recommended or marketed products online before, you have no technical skills, and without being, incongruent with yourself, like pushy, slimy, or salesy online, anything that would offend, people with marketing-wise. Now, I want to make clear this training is the real deal. I'm not sure if you have seen me on, where you found out about me, if you've seen me on TV, or if you've seen me in, the news magazines, or, just online on YouTube or Facebook. But if you've done any research on me, you'll know that I'm the real deal, and, I'm respected by some of the top internet marketers, and I know my stuff. So you're getting the best information here that you possibly can, and I'm going to be showing you the exact strategies that I've used to grow my own marketing business to doing the point where it's done over $3.9 million in just 4 years. So in today's webinar, we're going to cover a few things. So number one is we're going to cover why marketing is the best place to start right now as an entrepreneur. Number two is we're going to go over the only 3 things that you need to make 6 figures or even 7 figures per year, as I am, as an internet marketer. Oh, excuse me, that was weird. We're going to go over, I guess, drinking a little beer. I'm having some fun in Vegas. What can you blame me? We're going to go over how to pick a niche and, create your first commissions today. Now, a lot of people have problems choosing where they start, and we're going to totally obliterate that, excuse to not starting your online business, and we're going to figure out your niche in today's webinar. That's why you need your notebook, and it's going to be congruent with you, and it's going to be something that you're going to be able to make a lot of money with and stick with. We're going to go over how to get your first few consistent campaigns quickly, and this is my favorite part about things because having a hands-off income is the power of internet marketing as compared to any other area in any other area of business, stocks or real estate, because having the ability to be hands-off allows you to be wherever you want in the world and to be able to be wherever you want, location freedom, and also have freedom of time. I don't, unlike, I have stock trader buddies, they have to wake up at an alarm clock each day. That fucking sucks. So the hands-off part is my favorite. I'm going to show you how to determine what's worthwhile to market and, the math to making $100,000 a year marketing things online. And at the very end, we're going to have a live question and answer session. So throughout the webinar, please feel free to type in your questions. My assistant, Jolynn, is jotting everything down, and she's going to select the best questions at the very end of the webinar to send to me, and I'll answer questions you guys have. So if you stick with me to the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you guys a present. So I'm going to give you guys all the slides to download, all of the templates and the swipe files I've used throughout this webinar. And these are, very costly things. It took me a lot of time to put together, and they're going to help you out a lot. So if that all sounds good, type in yes, and we will start going. So who this webinar is for Now, this webinar is for anybody, anybody who's, starting out as an entrepreneur and looking to make their, they want to make a big income online and they want the best possible path to earning, just having their online business. And this is also for, entrepreneurs with existing businesses who want to supplement their incomes. People who are already run an internet business, or, who are affiliate marketers and they want to learn how to make more money. And this is also for employees that are looking to quit their 9-to-5 jobs and start a business of their own. And that's really important. And I have a really soft spot in my heart for people who are in the corporate world, and I really geared this program around people who want to quit their jobs for good, because I came from the corporate world and I worked a 9-to-5 job and absolutely hated my life, hated waking up each day, hated living in the city that I lived in. I love the freedom that internet businesses afford you, so this is for you. Now, a few house rules today. I want to make clear this is not a get-rich-easy, system that I'm going over. This takes hard work. This is also not a do-nothing, but here's a magic button or a glitch or a loophole or some sort of trick. This business takes real skills. It takes real work. It's a real business, and it makes people real money. So, it's a very legitimate thing. And also, I have to say this, but neither my results nor my students' results are typical. The people you're going to hear about are hardworking, and, they put in the effort. So again, nothing works unless you go out and apply it. So nothing works unless you do. So we are experiencing one of the most perfect transitions in the history of the world right now. So the job market is changing. So right now, over 53 million Americans are doing freelance work, and that's about a third of the U.S. workforce. Now, Forbes estimates this is going to increase from 34% to 50% before 2020, which is in just 3 years. Now, what does this mean? This means full-time jobs are becoming rarer and harder to find and harder to keep, and marketing jobs are becoming much easier to get and more popular. Now, the marketing opportunity is massive. Whereas jobs are going away, marketing is increasing. Right now Forbes estimates the marketing industry to be $189 billion a year, and it's predicted to grow 78% by 2020 to $336 billion. Now, the internet has broken down all of the traditional walls of marketing. Anybody can start a marketing business working from home or with just a laptop and a cell phone. Now, we can reach literally anybody through channels such as Facebook, YouTube, Google for nothing. It doesn't cost anything to use these platforms. And modern day technology means that we can run a 7-figure business from home without any staff or any expensive overhead. And I got my business to the point where I was doing 7 figures a year without any employees, and all you need to know is what systems and software to use to get things to that right level and have the skills to make it happen. So I'm going to go into a quick story right now. So you may not know much about me, but I'm a marketer from Santa Monica, California, and I recently moved and I now live in semi-rural Ojai, California, which is a town about an hour or two north of LA, and beautiful town of 8,000 people, really beautiful and pristine. Now, I grew my marketing business from nothing to almost $500,000 a month in less than 3 years' time. Now, this is where I used to work. This is what I call my cubicle cell. I used to work in a corporate job, a corporate 9-to-5, and I thought working in a cubicle was hell, and it was awful. And I quit my job and I tried. I moved here. This was my office, and this was my apartment. where I worked trying to get freelance clients and do freelance marketing for people. Now, it may not look like it, but that couch is actually my bed. And that little table you see there is where I worked each day. So, and I lived with a drug addict. I don't know what he was on, but I was doing it to save on rent, and it was awful. Now, I mean, so this picture, the slide right now, that's me. That's me. So that's me without a beard. That's me when I was working the corporate life. And I hated who I was back then. I hated my job. I hated my boss. I hated waking up each day to do work that I didn't enjoy or didn't fulfill me. And the old me, had 2 failed companies, a tutoring business and an info product business. I'd been trying and failing. The old me, finally quit his job and, was trying to do this freelance, living in the spare room of a drug addict to save money. The old me had spent all of the money he had and more trying to get his businesses working. And the old me had his family and friends constantly nagging me to get a job, saying I needed to get a job, and give up on this freaking dream of working for myself and having freedom. Give up on your dream of freedom is just the most ridiculous thing, because what we're doing at the day, I don't mean to go on a rant, but what we're doing at the end of the day by starting our own business is creating freedom for ourselves. And somebody saying that you should get a job is basically saying that you should give up on your freedom, on your ability to obtain freedom. And I saw that as a mark. I said fuck you, I'm doing this. Now, this is what happened when I started my own marketing business. Now, out of this couch I was working on, 2012, I did $100,000. In 2013, I did almost $500,000. In 2014, I almost doubled that to doing about I remember exactly the number, $954,000. In 2015, I did $2.9 million. And in 2016, I did $3.9 million. And my life has changed so dramatically from the point where I was when this picture was taken. Now, I'm sure, and maybe you've read about it or heard about it recently. I've been featured in, on the news, on Fox, on CBS. I've been featured in magazines such as Forbes, who covered my story, who said I was an inspiration to other people trying to create their own businesses out there. This is me doing the biggest bungee jump in the world. I love extreme sports, so this is me in New Zealand at the Nevis bungee jump, the biggest one in the world. It was amazing. Here's me with a bunch of students of mine and friends of mine in Morocco, and we're just all eating a big traditional Moroccan dinner of tagines. Here's me visiting the pyramids in Egypt. Just amazing. That's the Sphinx. It was almost hard for me to believe at certain points that I'd be able to do this stuff. And in the last few years, I met my wife. That's her. She's pregnant with our child. And, this is actually, I tear up because this is very, recent. I just had my first child, and this is baby Lily. And she's 3 weeks old, and she's absolutely beautiful, and she's the love of my life. And I still travel sometimes, but I miss her so much when I travel. And what's great is I work from home. I can bring my family anywhere I want, and it's fantastic. So, my wife's at home right now for family obligations, though. So this is and also we got our dream home. So this is our dream home that we bought, or we just put money down on, in Ojai, and it's absolutely beautiful. These are oak trees. This is the pool right here, and this is from my front porch. This is the sunset over the Saddle Mountain. It reflects off the mountain. It looks red, and it's just amazing. And you know, I personally feel like I've climbed to the top of my mountain where everything the old me would have wanted, you know, I've accomplished, and it's been absolutely, I feel so fortunate to have been able to do this. Now, in just 4 years' time, I've been able to go from this, you know, to this. And, you know, I want you to imagine for a second, I want you to do a little exercise, but sitting in your chair, look around, do a 360 if you're in a swivel chair, but look around and, you know, and smell. What do you smell? Crinkle your toes. Feel what you feel in your toes. What are you hearing? You know, so you right now, and now is the time to close your eyes. So close your eyes and imagine yourself 4 years in the future. Where can you be? What does it look like? What do you smell? What do you taste? What is on your feet? Is it a shoe? Is it a sock? Is it a flip-flop? Is it sand? Is it dirt? What is it? You know, where are you? Are you on a hammock in a pool, in a couch with your family? What is it? Now, I want to make clear that it's all possible, and what's happened and what can happen to you is, you know, this hasn't been just my results. I'm not here to talk about myself. You know, here's Carlos Valiente. He went from working a job, making $3,500 a month, to making $25,000 a month. And I'm sure he'll be at $50,000 or more per month in no time flat. That's his girlfriend he reconnected with, and flew out to Europe after they're on a European vacation after he started doing better for himself financially. Here's Luis Nakamoto, really cool kid, also lives in Los Angeles, California, Peruvian Japanese kid. He went from making $40,000 a year working for a nutrition company to making $45,000 a month using my systems on his own. And I'm sure this kid is so, you know, is a hustler, and I'm sure he'll be doing 7 figures a year in no time flat. Here's Tyler Ellison. He made $150,000 in commissions in 90 days, and he lives in Brazil, and he's a pastor at his local church, and you know, he's been able to give back a lot to his local church in Brazil, and you know, his wife actually, you know, this is a weird problem to have, but made him stop making more money because she thought it was greedy, and she didn't understand it, and she said he should just be giving back. Long story. And here's another guy, Ray Duke. He was a freelancer, and he was able, you know, he was writing, you know, he did writing for content for clients on a freelance basis. And after going through my training and learning about how he could, you know, do writing for, you know, create his own internet business and make money doing it, he wrote a sales letter that made over $5 million and started traveling the world. Here's a picture he sent me from the Netherlands. And last person is, you know, this is John Walton, and you know, he owns a trailer park, and hundreds of other people have done this as well. You know, I get testimonials every single week of positive results, and that makes me so excited. So why marketing? Now I like to summarize this. You know, why to create a marketing business. So one day, John Lennon's wife was looking at their yard, and she mentioned she wanted a swimming pool, and John said, "Okay, let's get one." Now, when John's wife responded, she said, "You know, how are we going to do that?" And John Lennon said, "I'll just write us, you know, I'll write us one. You know, I'll write a song for one." And you know, the moral of this story is, you know, just like John Lennon could write a song and make enough money to buy his wife a swimming pool, you can have that for marketing. You know, you can have marketing as your way to get anything you want in life. So, you know, imagine having that power to just say, I will, you know, I want a swimming pool, and you can manifest it just by doing a song or a marketing or something, you know, recommending a product or something like that. Now, where others obtain things through a lifetime of savings and, you know, just being frugal, you can obtain everything you want in life by just writing a few good marketing pieces, just recommending a few products to people online. And you can finally stop worrying about where your next paycheck is coming from, or if you're even going to get one at all. Now, you know, so again, why internet marketing? It's amazing because you can start immediately with just a laptop and a cell phone. You have, you know, with internet marketing, there's no need to, you know, spend years building, prototyping and building a product and dealing with manufacturing, or, you know, building up goodwill and, you know, word of mouth, you know, creating a network, you know, networking with people and all that, you know, jazz that most traditional businesses take. There's high profit margins and there's tons of cash flow from day one in this business. It's super high, super positive cash flow business. And it's also a massive confidence booster. So, you know, and you can get started with your own marketing business right now using the skills you already have. You can work, and this is my favorite part, you can work from anywhere in the world on your own time and have freedom. You know, true freedom is not waking up to a freaking alarm clock because you have to buy a stock or look at a house. True freedom is being able to be anywhere in the world you want to be, and I think that's amazing. You know, and this is also a business you can put your name behind and be very proud of. I'm very proud to talk to anybody about my internet business. Not everybody understands it yet, but that's what this webinar is about. Now, you might be asking, what if you're not cut out for marketing? Now, here's some misconceptions that people have about marketing. Is to be a good marketer, you need a college degree and, you know, lots of quote unquote experience, and that's complete hogwash. You know, it makes, you know, you don't need anything. You know, I don't have a college degree, and when I started, I didn't have a lot of experience. And other people say to be a marketer, you need an office. You know, maybe you need, you know, to have your own marketing business, you need an office, or maybe you need outsourced employees. Not, you know, you don't need anything. I started with nothing. Also, you know, some people will say, you know, you need, you know, to do marketing, you need to know programming, you need to have technical skills. And if you know, you don't need any programming, you can create your business completely with everything you have right now. If you know how to turn on a cell phone, if you know how to turn on a computer, you're going to be able to do marketing. And you know, some people say marketing requires you to spend lots of money on software and paid advertising, and you know, the systems I teach don't require you to spend any money whatsoever on software or paid advertising, and it's completely free, and marketing doesn't require any of that stuff. So, you know, just to get rid of those misconceptions. Now, here are the only 3 things you need to have a 7-figure marketing business. So this is where, if you are watching, you know, you're going to want to take out your notepad, take out your pen, and start writing this down. So you're going to want a niche, you know, a niche and an offer, you know, and these are related. So you're going to want to choose your niche, whether you're, you know, doing, you know, whether you're, you know, the products that you recommend to people. So maybe you're recommending, you know, people, you know, gambling sites, or maybe you're recommending, you know, types of mouses people can buy, or computers, or lamps, or whatever you are recommending to people. You need to have a niche you work in. Specialists earn all the money. Number 2 is you need a marketing system to consistently generate visitors to your product recommendations. If nobody can hear you, then you're not going to be successful. You are measured by the number of people you reach, and I'm going to go over all of this stuff, how to do this in a second. And the third thing you need is a funnel to take those people who are viewing your product recommendations and turn them into sales, into people that are purchasing products. So So first of all, people say, oh, why pick a niche? A lot of people say, oh, I have a lot of things I'm interested in, or I have a lot of things I want to talk about, and I don't want to pigeonhole myself into a niche. Now, to be clear, specialists earn all of the money, they get all of the respect, and they have the most fun. So to use this example, it's the general practitioner doctor who earns $35 an hour versus the brain surgeon who earns $350 an hour. Who would you rather be? Would you rather be a doctor that does everything, and $35 an hour, or get the brain surgeon who earns 10 times that amount for the same time? You have to pick a niche. Be focused in one specific thing, and so you can be one of the best at it. Now also, your marketing is more powerful, conversations are more meaningful, and it's easier to create winning campaigns if you know exactly who you are talking to. Don't try to talk to everyone. And it's hard to be the best in the world at a range of things. I'm not going to be the best home builder in the world, but it's easy to be the best at something very specific. So we'll go into this soon. Now, you need to define your mountain to climb to the top of it. You need to set your goal. You need to pick your niche to be the best at it, but you need to make decisions, and then you can get to the top and defend. So what is it like when you become the king of your mountain or your niche, whatever that is? What's great is that marketing ideas come to you instead of you having to chase tricks or loopholes or constantly trying to learn new things. Generalist marketers are no longer your competition because they don't stand a chance compared to the specialist. Companies will literally beg you to come work for them at any price you choose, and this has happened to me. This has happened to any other person who specializes. And also, you get to choose when you want to work. And I love this because I'm one of the best in my field at a very specific niche. I'm, obviously I do whatever the heck I want, and it's kind of cool, So let's define your mountain right now. Now, what I want you to do, this is the part, so during the next 15 minutes, don't blink. I don't want you to blink during the next 15 minutes. Now, take out your notepad and take out your pen and open up to a new page and write this down. So, draw 3 circles. Now, the first circle is people that you know. Okay, these are types of people that you know. So examples might be mothers or lawyers, or what types of people do you understand? Okay, might be video editors, or it might be graphic designers or juice smoothie makers, whatever that is. Write that down. Taxi drivers, etc. Now in the second circle, this is where you talk about the market needs and desires. So the people that you're talking about, what do they need, or what do they want? Maybe it's to lose weight, or maybe it's to find a relationship that they're truly happy with, or maybe it's that they want to learn how to play pool better, or they want to learn how to clean their horse better. Whatever that is, write it down. And then in the third box, we're going to pick a skill that you have. So what's a skill you have? Is motivating people, or it's being helping people make decisions, or doing research for people, or whatever that is. Write down skills you have: woodworking, skiing, etc. Now, when this is basically, we're going to research the market's needs and desires. So once you know the people and the skills you offer, the next step is to look at the problems, pains, and desires of the market. So, and to do this, what I do, is I write a day in my prospect's diary. So if we're talking about maybe your skill is motivating people, and your the people that you know are mothers. So write a day down, and write, in that diary, You know, what does she think when she wakes up in the morning? What does she, when she goes to take a shower, you know, maybe she looks in the mirror and she notices that she has a little flab around her belly from the post-pregnancy weight. You know, what type of, you know, is she using makeup or not? You know, is she, you know, cooking food? Are there any problems with the food? Maybe she wants gluten-free cookies, but they don't have any gluten-free cookies in her town, you know, etc. What are these little problems or pain points or desires that your target person has? And maybe this person is even you. And, you know, to do this, you need to, you know, really kind of sit down and write some of this down. So this is an exercise I like to complete, researching my niche. And, you know, so by basically what we are going to do is we are selecting a niche. What we have done with drawing these 3 circles is actually we have selected a niche. We've discovered the pain points and desires of the market, and we have learned about the niche so we can speak their language. Now, so here's how to, you know, define what you do and who you help as a marketer. So now we're going to piece it all together here. So this is the most important thing. So you have to write this down right now as I help blank to blank by blank. Okay? Now I help blank to blank by blank. Now what this is, so we'll fill this in, and what this means is you're going to say I help this niche, you know, mothers or lawyers or skiers, whatever that is, to blank, which is their problem. So in the case of mothers, it might be lose post-pregnancy weight. In the case of skiers, it might be ski better, or you know, train their children how to ski. Or it might be, in the case of lawyers, it might be get more clients. Or in the case of, you know, people who work jobs, you know, it could be help them get, you know, better business results, you know, create their own business. And you say buy blank. And that might be what marketing you do, whether that's motivate them or research the best products in their niche or, you know, anything else. So here's some examples people have used. You know, I help mothers lose post-pregnancy weight by posting motivational images on Facebook. Another one is I help college students to learn how to start an internet business by reviewing the best and worst educational programs for internet businesses. Or another example might be I help lawyers to generate more leads for their business by sharing the best social media tactics. Okay, so I help blank. This is your niche, the people you help. To, this is the problem or desire, this is the problem or pain point they have. By, this is what skill you have, motivating or researching, whatever that is. Okay? Now, I want to give a quick recap of our session so far. So we've gone over why right now is the perfect time to start your own marketing business. We talked about why having a marketing process is one of the most valuable assets you can have because it means you'll never go hungry. We discussed misconceptions people have about marketing and why you can start your own marketing business right now using the skills you already have. And we also went over how to pick your ideal niche. And we defined it, what you do and who you help. Okay, so we chose your niche, we figured out how you're going to do it, and if you completed the exercise, you know exactly how to go about it. Now, I'm going to show you how, now that we've decided on your niche, I'm going to show you how to get your first few big marketing commission checks. And you're not going to want to miss this. Again, you know, blink now, because over the next few minutes, you're going to want to watch and make sure you take notes on every step of what I'm about to go over. Okay. So what I'm about to share with you is the same strategy that my students and me use to make massive commissions every single month. And this is our process from start to finish. So if you guys have been following me so far, if you could make sure in the comments you type in yes or all clear. So if you guys are following and everything's making sense, just type in yes or following or all clear in the comments area, and just so I know everybody's on the same page, because this next section I'm about to move on to, which is the process, is very, very important. So Jolyn, what are people saying? Good, thumbs up, cool, awesome. So I'm going to go over my process right now. Now my process is very simple. So we did step number 1. Now step number 1 is pick a niche, specialize. Number 2 is we're going to create a YouTube video. Number 3 is we're going to review a product. That's what our YouTube video is going to be about. We're going to review a product, whether you are reviewing the best notebooks or the best lamps, it doesn't matter. We're going to review a product. Step number 4 is then after you review a product, you recommend a product. And you don't have to recommend the best product. Maybe you review this notebook and you hate it, you know. So you recommend a different product that you know will work for the customer. Step number 5 is we're going to paste a link. We're going to give people a link they can click on in the description of the video, or in the video itself if you know how to do that, or just on your, you know, right there. So on the description of the video. And then step number 6 is you get the sale. Now, so step number 1 is the niche. Now right now, the number 1 way to make commissions for your marketing business is Amazon. So Amazon has all of the products there, and it has the biggest and best affiliate marketing program in the world. Now, there's never been an easier time to find the perfect product to market, because almost everything is hosted on Amazon.com. Now, you know, the best way that I, you know, really kind of select things is, you know, I look up the keyword search volume you know, to figure out what product I actually, you know, am going to review. I look up, you know, the search volume, and I always look for, the most important thing is I look for 5,000 searches per month. So I try to find a product that's around that, or maybe you add some things together, but it needs to be around 5,000 searches per month. Now here I did a search for vacuum cleaners, just a simple household item, and vacuum cleaners, you know, if the Kirby vacuum cleaner gets searched about 5,400 times. So you can give or take a couple thousand, or a couple hundred, doesn't really matter. But as long as you have, you know, 5,000, 10,000, whatever, that's fine, as long as it has at least 5,000 searches a month. Now, so 5,000 searches is a good place to start. Kirby vacuum cleaners. Now, of that 5,000 people, about 33% will actually click on your link and visit your site. Step number 2 is you create a YouTube video. So YouTube is the number 1 place to get traffic for your marketing business. Everything's moving to video. You know, look, you know, hey, you know, you're looking at a video. So the number 1 place is YouTube, because everything's moving there. And there's never been an easier time to get high quality traffic online, and for so cheap. You know, YouTube, it's free. You know, you don't have to pay anything, and your videos are on YouTube. So you create the video, and here's an example of, you know, a video somebody shot, which is Kirby Avalier. That's the type of their vacuum review. So they're just reviewing a vacuum cleaner. Now, step number 3, you know, and again, creating a video, it shouldn't take you more than 60 minutes. You know, I left my phone over there, but basically you can just use your phone, you know, to shoot a video. That's all you need. If you have a phone, you know, you can do this. Step number 3 is you review the product. So you want to start by talking about the problem. You want to answer common questions people have about the product and then talk about the solution. So, if the product is, Kirby Avalier, look up, some people will post questions about it in Amazon, and you want to answer those. And then you want to talk about whether that product is a solution or not. But we'll get into that. But you want to shoot and upload these videos, and it only takes minutes, and you don't need any tech skills to upload a video. Literally just take out your phone, press play, and then just press the YouTube button, and it goes automatically. Now, the amount of people that will view the product after seeing your video is going to be about 15%. Okay, so about 15% of those people that view your video will click on the product. Okay? Now, here's where it starts getting fun, is the recommendation. Now, you should recommend something that the person is thinking about buying. So if you're reviewing Kirby Avalier vacuum cleaners, you want to either recommend, if you liked that vacuum cleaner, you want to recommend people buy that vacuum cleaner, or you want to recommend people buy another vacuum cleaner. But you want to recommend a vacuum cleaner if people are searching about vacuum cleaners, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah, if somebody's searching to buy a vacuum cleaner, recommend a vacuum cleaner. Easy. So, and another thing is your recommendation can be based upon the product that you like most in the market, or you could base your recommendation on the product that pays the most commissions. It depends on how much money you want to make. So, you could recommend the cheapest vacuum cleaner, but you're not going to make as much money. Or you could recommend the most expensive vacuum cleaner, and you'll make more money. And what I recommend is you always pick a product where you can make at least or about $40 commission for a sale. So again, the key here is you want to make $40 roughly commission. It could be $20, it could be $100, but you want to make something in that general range as a commission for each sale. And the next step is you provide a link. So what we do is in the description of these videos, we give our prospects a link, a URL. If you've ever gone to Google, you click on links, and this is called an affiliate link, and it's a unique link that's given to only you for a specific product, and when people click on that link, that means that that person, when they purchase the product, you earn a commission. So people who click on this link, these people will become commission checks for you. And the rate at which people buy products from our recommendations using, applying, my system of doing this is roughly around 20%. So here's an example of getting an affiliate link from Amazon. Okay, so you go to Amazon, and if you find a product you like, here's the Kirby Avalier vacuum cleaner. All you do is see it says get link at the top. See that? You click that, and then you just copy the link. You can right click and copy, or Control C, and you've got the link, and you can put it in your YouTube video for people to click on. Very easy. So if you've been following me from start to finish and doing the math, basically we start out with 5,000 searches. We spend 60 minutes doing this. After 33% of people visiting, we move to 1,600 visitors, 240 clicks, and if 20% of people purchase the product, as I said, 20% of the people purchase, that ends up being about $2,400 a month. So on average, we'd get about 48 sales. Okay? So about 1% of all of our searches are going to turn into sales. So let's just do the math real quick. One product review, $2,400 a month. Now that's $600 a week, and that's $100 a day. Now what would you pay to have a marketing campaign that generates you $2,400 per month in marketing commissions? What would you pay? Now this is something Now when you execute this correctly, the end result is 5, 10, 20, even 20 new marketing campaigns every single month. And some of these campaigns will create consistent income for you. Now, I want you to imagine it for yourself. As every day you have new campaigns you set up, new product recommendations you make. And this is you growing your marketing business and finally being able to be financially and location free. Now, not a single day goes by where I don't make $10,000 to $15,000 per day, and I get to keep all of it. Now, you basically have two options here. So option number one is you go it alone. You spend hundreds of hours or thousands of hours and probably at least thousands of dollars figuring this stuff out on your own, getting frustrated and wasting 3 to 10 years of your life trying to make stuff happen for you. Or option number two is you learn from a proven system that somebody who has not only done it, but from somebody who has actually mastered it and is the best in the world at it. So I'd like to introduce to you what I call Internet Jet Set. And this is the training course I've put together. And in this training course, I show you how to create a wildly profitable 6-figure marketing business and get your first revenue-producing marketing campaign in just 2 weeks. I'm also going to show you a 2-hour social hack that will have you earning your first marketing commissions by tonight even, if you go right now and apply it. And it's already night here, so you see, if you're going to work hard, you can make that happen. Now, you're going to get access in this product. You're going to get access to over 12 hours of recorded training to help shortcut your success. You're going to get recorded videos, you're going to get templates, you're going to get swipe files so that you can shortcut your success by years and get what's working right now instead of just looking around for free information on the internet. There's tens of thousands of hours of free videos and free blog posts and forum posts about this. So, if you want to go through tens of thousands of hours of material, feel free. But, you're not going to find any shortcuts there. And with this Internet Jet Set, you can log in and access the content anytime you like from anywhere in the world. And here's what we cover in my program. So module 1 is you get the minds. I go over the introduction. I go over the social hack, the 2-hour social hack, and I go over the mindset of the entrepreneur. So how to have the correct mindset to kind of get out of what I call, wage slavery or, being a wage prisoner or a salary slave. In module number 2, I go over how to choose your niche and your offer. And we did that exercise today, but for anybody who had any questions about it, I just hammer this in because the biggest thing that holds people back is really choosing their niche and just being locked down, rock solid in it. So I keep going on, make sure you're solid on that portion of things. Module number 3, and this is the best one obviously, it's your free traffic machine, how to get free traffic from the different places. And then in module number 4, it's a copywriting course. Then you get Jet Set Live, which is monthly webinar training with me. And sometimes I'll do more webinars with my friends. And then you also get a number of bonuses, which is really cool. You get the entire Rich Jerk course, which was the course that my mentor, that I learned from, that my mentor created, and the retail value on that is almost $2,000. So in module number 1, we're going to go over the entrepreneur mindset. And I'm going to show you how to get approved for your first affiliate network or networks. I'm going to show you 10 affiliate programs you can join today, no matter how little experience you have. Sorry, excuse me, I just had a burp. You get the social hack to make money within 2 hours, and also show you how to remove shiny object syndrome. And this destroys most business owners before they become profitable, because most business owners, they or entrepreneurs is what I call them, is they jump around from thing to thing. And I'm going to show you how to just get rid of that, destroy it, so it's never a problem that affects you in business from here on out. You're on a straight line, and you're going to make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. I'm also going to go over the top reasons people fail in this industry, how to identify the red flags and stop them before they even happen to you. And I'll give you a 24-minute exercise that will force you to overcome any of your limiting beliefs that have held you back from being successful with online marketing. This exercise is the single most powerful exercise you will ever do in your life. I've been through it 6 or 7 times now, and it's very emotional, very hardcore, but it's effective. In module number 2, we're going to be choosing your niche and your offer. So obviously we already went through this, but I'm going to give you 2 more exercises that will really help you nail down your niche, and I'm going to show you the differences between, to find the products that you recommend. I'll show you the difference between high and low commission affiliate networks, and I'll also show you 7 high commission affiliate networks, 5 of which will actually pay you more than the product owners even make themselves, selling the product. So the affiliates actually make more money. In module number 3, we're going to go over how to get free traffic from YouTube. I'm also going to show you how to get free traffic from Google's search engine. And I'm also going to show you how to get viral traffic or free traffic from Facebook. So everybody in the world, almost everybody, uses some combination of YouTube, Google, and Facebook, and all of these places have tons of free traffic, and I'm going to show you exactly how you get those people coming to your, viewing your product recommendations and actually, basically, so you can make money. I'm going to show you how to write, video descriptions that sell people, how to really use YouTube and Facebook and Google, etc., to really work the system in your favor. In module number 4, you're going to meet my buddy Ronnie Sandlin. He's a wizard. He's a crazy fucking nut job, and he's a copywriting guy. And he's going to show you how to use, how to write words and sell people. He's going to show you how to use advertorials. He's going to show you how, examples of famous copywriters like Napoleon, who, he'll go into that. We'll show you how to hack people's trust, how to speak to the reptile brain inside every person. And this is what a lot of people like the most, actually, is Jet Set Live. So you get live webinars with me every single month. So you have access to me and ask me questions, have me go over your different campaigns or what have you. And you'll also get the opportunity to have me review your marketing materials, your copywriting, etc. And you also get our entire archive of all of the webinars I've done up until this date, with every single question or holdup or everything that's held anybody else back they've asked on the webinars, and you get access to that whole archive. So the chance to talk to me live, people pay, people have offered me tens of thousands of dollars for, but you're going to get that included with this, and you're going to get a whole archive, a lot more material. And you're also going to just all the most current and up-to-date stuff. And you're also going to get the, some cool bonuses. So you're going to get the Rich Jerk 2.0 course from my mentor. And these are all the strategies that made me successful. And as you know, having a mentor is a very powerful thing. So you'll learn where I learned from. You'll learn about launch jacking, which is a guide to 7-figure SEO strategies. You'll learn about, you'll learn about launch jacking. You'll learn about a few other SEO methods, and you'll also get a free 30-minute strategy call with someone on my team as long as we have availability. So this is kind of a limited thing, but so this is not guaranteed, but you should be able to get a 30-minute strategy call with someone on my team if you are if you are the first basically 100 people to purchase. And so here's your timeline. Here's what your timeline might look like. Is week 1, we're going to work on getting your mindset right. We're going to choose your niche, whether that's lamps, notebooks, whatever, and then we're going to get your offers. What are you recommending to people? What products are you going to recommend to people? Week number 2 is we're going to implement the systems from my free traffic machine. So this is all about getting as many people to view your product recommendations as possible, because the more people viewing your product recommendations, And if you're applying my systems for recommending these products, the more people are going to purchase. The more sales you make, the more commissions you make, the more money you make, and the more freedom you are going to have. And you're going to continue to do this through week 6. Just hammer more free traffic. That's the name of the game. In week 7, you're going to start learning about launch jacking and authority review site techniques, having your own website, and I call it creating the traffic typhoon effect, which is when you stack all these free traffic methods together. You have your YouTube channel, you have your Google blog, you have your Facebook page, and maybe even other things as well, but you start stacking these and you create a traffic typhoon, and you have multiple streams of income. And week number 8 is reinvesting your profits into more education or into advertising, or whatever that is, but continue to build your business so that you keep growing and get to the place you want to be. Now, we're going to achieve more in 8 weeks than most people do in 10 years. Most people struggle and fail and jump around from thing to thing for 10 years. And it's sad. So you're also going to get here a few extra goodies. So, I'm continually trying to make this as good as possible for people. You're going to get a community forum. You're going to get access to a private mastermind and a community of like-minded people pursuing the same goals and doing this all over the world. You get lifetime access to this. You're going to get access to a private Facebook group. So you're going to get a private Facebook group for members of this program so you can learn about the latest in developments in affiliate marketing. Now, one of the side notes is I'm actually throwing a party here tonight. I'm out here for a conference in Las Vegas called Affiliate Summit. And it's a conference that happens every year, and I'm throwing a big party in my suite. So anybody who has become a member or a student of mine has been invited. So we're going to have a lot of people here later tonight, just enjoying themselves, having fun, and loving life. So these are examples of things we share in the private mastermind group that aren't open to all people. You'll also get a chance. To team up with an accountability partner inside the forum to hold you accountable for getting results. And you'll get real life examples of how all this is done, so you can model off of what is currently working instead of starting from scratch and just having to learn through trial and error, which really sucks. So let me summarize what you're getting. You're getting the entire Internet Jet Set 12-hour program. It's about $2,000. I could easily sell that for. You're going to get lifetime access to a community or mastermind of other people doing this, which would be about $1,000 value. You're going to get access to the Rich Jerk course, which is my mentor's course. It doesn't even sell anywhere anymore, but it retails for $2,000. And you're going to get real life examples of how all this is done, so you can model off of what's working right now without having to start from scratch or learn from trial and error. And you're also going to get a community of like-minded people to just help each other, obviously. And you're going to get regularly updated material. So about every month we're updating the material. Now let's do the math. Okay? You could spend 3 years of your life with failure, waste, trial, and error. You could test hundreds of things to see what works and what doesn't. You could get demotivated by just failed marketing campaigns, never making any sales, going with people who have zero reputation, and just never making any profits. And you could waste just endless amounts of time researching online because you want to do it yourself, right? And just leave tens of thousands of dollars on the table every single month because you're not applying my systems and making things happen for yourself. Okay? You could try doing that. And, so here's again in summary of what you're going to get. So I could charge $5,000 for all of this. And I have. And people pay it. But I wanted to make this accessible. I wanted to make this, I thought of the younger version of John. What could the younger version of me afford? Broke, nothing. And I wanted to make this accessible to everyone. I wanted to make this available to I want to change as many people's lives as possible. As you already saw, oh man, I'm losing my voice. So that sucks. But as you already saw, I've been able to do everything in my life that I've ever wanted to do. So I don't need your money, but I do need you to make a commitment, because all of the hosting, everything costs money to upkeep. So what I'm doing today, what I can do today, and this is crazy, is I'm going to offer this whole course to you, $5,000 value for $47 today, and $47 a month thereafter for monthly student coachings. Now, I want to give you my action-based money-back guarantee. So if you do this program, you will learn how to create your own marketing business. If you do this program and take action and do not create your own marketing business, I will give you immediate refund, and I'll let you to keep all of the course materials as my way of apologizing for wasting your time. And I stand behind this program 110%, which is why I'm not afraid to make this bold guarantee. So, in summary, $47, so to get started, go to right now, go to johncrestani.com/go. So if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to take your life to the next level and start your own internet business today, to have your niche, to have your business that runs on autopilot, behind the scenes, allowing you to do whatever you want, johncrestani.com/go. So do that right now. Make sure you do this right now, because again, the calls are limited. The strategy calls, if you want a strategy call, we are not going to be able to give strategy calls to everyone. So if that's something you're interested in, go right now, johncrestani.com/go. and join the jet set today. So again, I want to make clear, this is what you're getting. You're getting the Internet Jet Set online program. You're getting live monthly coaching webinars with me. I'm going to be sitting there teaching you guys. You're going to get access to a community mastermind. You have 100% money back guarantee. So there's literally zero risk for you, 100% money back guarantee. And so, this has changed hundreds and hundreds or thousands of people's lives. And it can change yours if you let it. Remember, believe in yourself and all things become possible. So I want to share a quote from somebody who's been a important, figure, or teacher of mine, which is, the easiest thing I ever did was make $1 million. Again, I'll repeat, the easiest thing I've ever done is make $1 million. The hardest thing I've ever done is believe it could happen to me. Again, the hardest thing I ever did was actually believe that could happen to me. I've been through the shit. I've been through the muck. Living in a shitty apartment with a drug addict, sleeping on a couch, being completely broke, being completely ostracized by my family and friends who thought I was crazy. Not having a girlfriend or any sort of, relationship action in months, because I've been pursuing some crazy dream of living, of being free, of obtaining freedom for myself. And everybody's against me. So I've been through the muck, but I've come out on the other side. The hardest thing in those times when everybody was against me was believing that it could happen to me. Now, I've just made you an offer that no one in their right mind can be able to refuse.